Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I'm George. We're all George. So, what happened today? We had Trump taking office, and not a whole lot was done today. There were a lot of big expectations on executive orders relating to crypto, and unfortunately, we didn't see any. What does that mean? It's over. Of course not. That's not what it means at all. So that's why tonight, let's look at the top crypto projects to buy while things are still low before blast off, which actually could come tomorrow because that's when Wall Street opens and we may get some serious FOMO. All right, let's do it. Let's talk about everything. Welcome, guys. We are starting out the stream at 101.8. And I know some of you guys may be disappointed and may think that, hey, we had a bad day, everything came down. Let's not forget we are at 101, 102, okay? Let's not forget we were down here just last week. We were hovering here for a long time, right? So we have not lost out on everything. And in fact, a lot of alts are still holding quite well today, despite Bitcoin coming down. And I'm going to tell you guys which ones. And that shows you some real strength because Bitcoin went from 109 this morning all the way down. It's about like a 7% drop. But a lot of the alts, especially the American-based ones, are still holding their ground, right? So let's talk about everything. First things first, Trump coin, not doing so well right now, although it's still holding about 6.6 billion, but definitely not as good because earlier today it went up again. It was rallying right up until inauguration and it was like still like $11 billion. Now it has fallen down a little bit. Melania coin has fallen below 1 billion, and this one just seems like it's going to go down and down and down and down. The Trump coin, I think, still has a chance to come up, but Melania, it's like people just FOMO'd in. You know, this should never came out. Quite honestly, this was a big mistake. This is a big miscalculation, okay, by whoever's behind it. It's definitely not Melania. Maybe it's Barron Trump or some market maker or whatever that convinced him to do it and thought this was a good idea. This was a bad idea on so many fronts. It took all the momentum away from the Trump coin and it caused a whole lot of confusion and kind of like dampened the mood a bit. This Melania one is just absolutely horrible in my opinion. Should have waited. You know, it just completely stole the thunder from the Trump coin. Anyways, and caused a whole lot of ruckus. But tomorrow is another day. Okay, because today is when Trump got inaugurated, became the new president once again, serving a second term. And people were expecting big things. And he's still talking some big things. Tomorrow, the U.S. market right now is kind of mixed. People want to see what else he's going to talk about, but during his speech, he did not talk about crypto or, you know, tax breaks or getting rid of capital gains taxes or anything that relates to crypto at all. Many people thought that at least he would mention it because this was something kind of promised that day one he would do stuff for, you know, for the community. Talking about Bitcoin, making a strategic reserve, using it to pay off the national deficit someday, freeing Ross, you know, I don't know, like getting rid of capital gains, taxes on crypto, something. But he did say a whole lot of others, just did not mention anything about Bitcoin and crypto. So that was a little disappointing. A lot of people thought at the very least he should have freed Ross Ulbricht. I think that's how you say his last name. He didn't mention him either. But Elon confirms that Ross will be freed too. So It's probably in the works. Not the most important thing on his plate to free Ross. It is something that he promised. So it's probably going to happen, but, you know, could probably have to wait a little bit longer. Now, Musk himself has more duties now because Vivek has decided to leave Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency. So Musk has to take on that role himself now. And I heard that Doge itself is being sued by some kind of law firm or something. So I don't know. Vivek is like, I'm out of here. And there was this whole thing with MAGA attacking him with H-1B and all that all that stuff. So I don't know, but it looks like he wants to become the governor of Ohio and then probably do that for 4 more years. And then he could go and run for president again. But yeah, so we'll see. But Elon somehow has inside information about Ross. So we'll have to wait to see what happens there. But outside of these, we did get something good. I don't know who this guy is, Mark Uyeda, who is already in the SEC. He wasn't the top spot. Gensler today decided to get out, right? But this guy's now the new acting chair until the real chair comes in. But, you know, who knows? Maybe he just takes the job. But he's supposed to be a crypto-friendly guy, so that's good. And we also have an acting CFTC chair, Caroline Pham, who's also pro-crypto. So both of these are acting, okay? They're not the actual, but who knows? Maybe they will become the actual. So we'll see. But at least Gensler's out. That's the main thing. Gensler's out, and then he has been horrible, right? So, you know, you got those two things going. At the very least, we have that. And, of course, we still have states like Utah, for example, that's getting ready to introduce their own strategic Bitcoin reserve because they don't want to be left out. I don't know the count anymore. Last count was like 14, 15 states. Maybe we're up to 20. But it's going to happen. Eventually it's going to happen for a nation. But it's going to happen stateside too. So just because day one we didn't get a whole lot of executive crypto orders, that does not mean it's over by any means, guys. Okay. There are great things in play, and you just have to be a little more patient, right? And quite honestly, Bitcoin is still above 100. It's not the end of the world. We got so much going, so just stay strong. And you got Rumble today too. Purchased $20 million of the Bitcoin, right? So the whales, institutions, public trade companies, private companies. I didn't hear for Saylor. I thought Saylor would be making a purchase, but I didn't hear anything about him. But good things are going to come. And you know what? You know what else is good? Outside of Bitcoin, I think American-based, or AKA made in the USA coins. I love this. I love this by CoinGecko. Top made in the USA coins by market cap. Right? Once upon a time, that meant something. Made in the USA. Let's make it great again, especially for crypto. So, you know, going down this list, there are many. A lot I knew of, but there are many I didn't even know. Some of the foundations are no longer in America. They were made in America, but some of the foundations have moved away because of fears of retaliation from the SEC. But they could be moving their foundation back, right? Case in point, Solana. Solana is actually American-based, but their foundation moved away, but they were made in the U.S., and, you know, they can certainly come back, right? But anyways, the top two, XRP, number one, still holding very, very strong, although they were closing in at the all-time high earlier today. fallen back down a little bit, but still, what have I been saying? All dips are gifts, right? We are going to go a lot higher. Still taking advantage of the low prices you can. I mean, our market cap was at an all-time high this morning. The crypto market cap was all-time high. So there's not much time left before all these make their leg up, and you'll have to be buying them at a much higher price versus now. All right. So obviously, number one, you guys know XRP. Everyone's talking about it. They're going to get their ETF. They're cozying up to Trump. They got their stablecoin. They're going to do an IPO. I mean, they're introducing, now they have memes and pretty soon AI agents. I mean, you name it. They have partnership with Cardano and Hedera and Stellar and all, not Stellar, that's their mortal enemy, but they got a lot of things going on. So XRP is one of them that is doing well and will continue to do well. So it's never too late. And I alone have the most educational video ever created about XRP and Ripple. And I may choose to show it tonight. I have to limit my showings because every time I do, people go wild. So I gotta control myself. Outside of XRP, you guys have noticed Solana. I don't think I have to talk about Solana anymore, but Solana is definitely hot, especially with the launch of Trump and Melania. But all the memes that get launched automatically goes to Solana, mostly because of Pump.fun. But the fundamentals, it's just absolutely stellar. They are doing much better than Ethereum. Look at any kind of measurable metric, they are above Ethereum. And I do think they're still going to flip them this cycle, right? So we'll see. We'll see if that's true. Also, let's not forget like Chainlink. I mentioned Chainlink a lot of times in the past. And you know what? Just yesterday, the World Liberty Financial Project, right? They bought Ethereum, Chainlink, Ethnia before the inauguration, right? So again, big purchases and people are paying attention. Chainlink, you guys know about Chainlink, biggest oracle out there. They're in the RWA, made in the USA, on Coinbase. You got a lot of great things happening with Chainlink. You got Algorand too, but Algorand somehow, oh no, it is on the list. It's just a little bit lower. Algorand is another one, right? They are doing good things. In fact, today they held very well. They didn't even go down at all. So they're one of the ones that did not move at all today, basically, right? And you got partnerships. Here's an Italian energy giant that is what, the second largest producer of electricity in the world, and Europe's number one. They have partnered with some other company to launch a solar panel tokenization product in Algorand. So again, you got real world usage here. Okay, that's what you want to see. And it could be an AI play. I mean, there are a lot of things going on there. And you know what? I didn't know this. Algorand, according to Algorand, so you got to take it with a grain of salt, is one of the few blockchains that have never experienced a downtime. But you could also argue maybe they never had enough volume to constitute a downtime. So you could argue that, but good for them. I mean, what else is on the list? VeChain, Near, Ripple, Cardano, and Tron. So good for them. Good to them. What else is there? Hedera. Okay. Hedera, they're up there too. Right? They actually didn't go down today. They partnered up with Taurus to push tokenization, token services, right? They got a lot of things going on as well, being based in the US, partnerships, and they took a photo with Trump recently with Crypto.com, with all these guys. Hedera has a lot of things going on as well. So you got a lot of great American-based, made in the USA coins that have definitely come up in the last week. But man, they are looking bright. Others on the list that I didn't mention specifically, but you got to give Cardano a big shout out with Charles Hoskinson getting ready to do the last fork of Cardano, which will make it truly decentralized, but also working with XRP, working with the administration, working with Doge. They're all over the place. I talk about Avalanche a lot, American based too, really into gaming and RWA, memes as well. You got Stellar in there. A lot of these are also ISO compliant, which is great. Sui's in there. I mentioned that. They took a little breather today, but they're American based as well. A lot of people don't realize a lot of these things. I'm just going to skip over this Litecoin. And then you got Uniswap, you got Trump, Near Protocol, Aptos, all American-based, Ondo. You got an AI play like Render. I didn't even know Injective was American-based. See, that's a surprise. I had no idea. Or at least they were made in the USA. I got to do more research than that. I did not know, but they were one of the better performance projects, best performing projects of 2023 and early 2024. And you got many others in here, guys. Okay, these are all, this list is very important because I think all USA-based crypto projects are going to get a big boost this year because of Trump and because of what's going to happen in the US. So load up while you can. Load up while you can. All right. That's pretty much it. 102. 102.2. Again, that's not too bad. Of course, I would have loved to see we break above 109 and go above. But it's just a matter of time. I mean, it's going to happen, right? There's got to be a little bit more patient. Day one, maybe Trump doesn't say anything. Day two, day three, day 100, day 300, maybe a lot more goodness that gets announced. All right, let's do some Q&A. Doesn't exist says, instead of crying, start buying. That's the right attitude. That is the right attitude. Fed will buy Trump coin, just a matter. That's not going to happen. I don't think Fed Chair Powell is going to be buying any Trump coin anytime soon. They can't even buy Bitcoin. First things first, let's buy some Bitcoin. DDT, member for 2 months. Oh, Trump coin's coming back up. 7 billion. Starting to come up. A little more momentum. And he just had a crypto ball too. That I think tomorrow is going to be good. New president, new initiatives, new orders. I think Wall Street is going to like it. I don't know why it's actually kind of mixed right now. I think tomorrow we should get a good opening, good move in the broader markets. I think so. What's up with stacks? Any reason for slow growth? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Cardonian, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. I just got a picture of my fully wrapped Cybertruck that I tweeted in the live chat. I didn't pick it up yet. I will pick it up tomorrow. I got some new wheels too. I mean, it's gonna be fire. You think it's Ricky asked, you think it's a good idea to jump in Ethereum layer 2s like Metis, Arbitrum Optimism? You know what? There are so many. So many. It's hard for one to stand out over the other. But I do think they have potential, obviously. Ethereum's demise is greatly exaggerated. It's not going to just disappear. Even though Sol is taking over. But I think a lot of these L2s, they're led by good people. They have good treasury. They're still working on great things. So yes, they could definitely start moving again. Johnny, with the new crypto-friendly registration, what do you think will hold us down or hold us at least these levels? I don't know. Bad economic data or good economic data that will prevent Powell from dropping rates. That can continue to hold us down. Kumar retracted. Trump is part of the SBF. I don't think so. I don't think so. Is this an end of bull run? No, it is not. It is not. Anyone that thinks so needs to clear the head and realize that we are in a really good spot. What's your price prediction on Algorand? I don't have one, man. I just know it's gonna go a lot higher than where we are right now. Just like Bitcoin, just like XRP, just like Sui, just like Chainlink, just like Solana, just like Cardano, Hedera, Injective. I had no idea Injective was American based. So plot twist. What if now starts the bear market? Fat chance. Fat chance. Maybe we have more volatility. There's always a chance of that. But to go into a bear market, and 109 was our peak for this market, fat chance. Do you think Sol will flip ETH in volume? It has already. So it flipped ETH. ETH processes like 20 plus million transactions per day. I mean, Solana does. ETH is like, it's capped at 1.8 million. It already surpassed the volume long time ago. Do you think Trump will have the same MC as Solana? What? Meaning that it has to go up like 10x? I don't know. I don't think so unless he keeps shilling it. If he does do stuff with it, maybe. Oh, by the way, I didn't show this. Mark Cuban says that he wants to come out with a meme coin. He wants to do it exactly the same, where he keeps 80%. He's going to float out 20%, and then he's going to make the fees go towards the Treasury Department to pay off the U.S. debt. You know, I really think it's open season. Anyone could really launch a meme at this point. Right? Makes me wonder when I should launch mine. I talked about this morning. Yeah. It would be great if I launched it and then, you know, I just give it away. Just give it away. During my live chat, during in-person meets or interviews or parties or whatever, right? I just give it away. It's going to be a community coin. Everyone's going to enjoy it. I think it's going to be awesome. I'll probably do it before 1 million follower, because then I could give away $1 million worth of it for the millionth follower, subscriber. JK says, now I feel Gary was right. These meme BS should be stopped. I kind of agree with you, but you know what? You just got to go with the flow. Got to go with the flow sometimes. Turn Trump chart sideways and it's his face. I don't know how you would even do that. I don't see it. Super shorts, yes, in price. Hey, we bounced off that 100K mark, coming back a little bit, almost 103. That's not too shabby. Keep in mind, our previous high was 108. We're only 5,000 points away. It's only less than 5%. We're not that far off, guys. So don't be discouraged. Be young. Thank you. Plans for Soul-based NFT. I missed those. I'm probably not going to do it anymore because that's going to make them really, really special and hot. And all NFT holders are going to get a huge redemption of whatever I named the new meme coin. The one-of-ones, they're going to get a shitload of allocation. And the other NFT holders are going to get a good amount too. They're going to be airdropped. So that's going to make them super, super valuable. Oh, that's a good idea. And the airdrop is not going to be once. It's going to be like a yearly airdrop. Is XCN Onyx a part of BlackRock? I've never heard of it. Never heard of it. OpenSea now saying Trump NFT can't be sold until February. I guess that's an improvement because it was completely unsupported by OpenSea for a while. Okay. Okay. What do you think about GigaChat token on Coinbase? Looks resilient. Haven't really looked at the charts. If they are, good for them. Stefan says Elon needs to launch a coin and 80% of fund Mars. I'm pretty sure he wants to do it, but he's been sued before over Dogecoin, so I don't think he's going to do it. It's been a pain in the butt for him to get past that. So I think he wants to, but I don't know. You know, he could come up with a SpaceX coin, like something like that would be awesome to fund Mars missions. It doesn't have to be Elon coin. It could be a SpaceX coin. Chit chat, would you ever sell your bag of BTC even if you didn't have to? If I didn't have to, then no, of course not. I'll just keep it forever. It's the one coin I'm sure of will be around forever. Unless we go through Armageddon or some kind of crisis where, you know, 90% of the population dies or something. Yeah, Bitcoin will be around and it's going to be the most valuable. Trump coin trumps Melania coin? I think so. I like to think I have the best community by far. That's why I'm able to get away with I am George, we're all George. If anyone else said something like that, it would sound very bad. But because of my community, because of you guys, I'm able to say that. But yeah. You know, knowing what I know about memes, I was structured in a way that it's just gonna be the best one there is, and you can't, you know. I'll just say it's the best one there is. Should I buy HBAR or ADA? I think they're both great projects. You could split. Jared spoke last week about my BTC and XRP, my only holds. Was going to add Turbo. Thoughts on Turbo? I don't really have thoughts on Turbo. All the memes are pretty much the same. It could go up or down. So as long as they're not rugs, you're good. If you want to stick with them, great. I mean, case in point, you could buy Turbo and it goes weak, and then like, I don't know, like, Pepe could go hot. You buy Pepe, maybe Whiff gets hot. You buy Whiff, maybe Bonk gets hot, or Trump gets hot. You know, you just don't know sometimes because there's no fundamentals behind them. What's the best way to catch these memes on time? To do a lot of research and spend a lot of times in groups and hear what others are saying. If you catch it early on X or within a private group or something, that's the only way to catch them early. $7 billion, 1.1. Even Melania coin's coming up, but I would never touch this. Not Melania. There's zero reasons to hold this. Trump coin, man, if Melania did not release her meme coin, I mean, Trump coin could have gotten to like 20 billion, 30 billion. Man, her coin just really disrupted things. And not only that, caused a lot of confusion. And people started hating on the thing, on all meme coins. It was just bad. Bad move, bad timing, bad look, everything bad. All right, guys. That is it. Let's get some rest. Tomorrow's a big day. First day that Wall Street opens up after the inauguration. If Wall Street does what I think they're going to do, which is to FOMO in, tomorrow we will see another fantastic day. So get ready for that. And don't miss out on the top crypto projects that I mentioned. Take advantage while you still can. All right, guys, that is it. The last thing I want to say is this.
What do you think about Ripple?
Well, I mean, I think it's too centralized, but I definitely want to meet Chris Larson.